What's up, Libra, and welcome to your weekly reading for September 25th through October the 1st. My name is Drea. This is 33 of Swords Tarot. Welcome in if you guys are new, and welcome back if you're returning. I appreciate you guys here no matter what. You guys, I didn't write down any of the rest of the astrological events that are taking place this week. I kind of just wanted to focus on the one main event, which is the full moon in Aries on Friday the 29th, depending on where you're at. Full moon in Aries, you guys, this is the harvest moon. This is a really abundant moon. The devil wanted to show itself. Maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn, or maybe you're releasing some toxic things in your life. I mean, it's a full moon, you guys. This is all about, endings, cycles being complete, things wrapping up, things finishing. Oh my gosh, you guys, look, the devil again. Wow, I just cut the deck and we have the devil with judgment. Ooh, so there might be some divine intervention coming in, spirits trying to help you really see some toxic things that are in your life, whether that's people or situations, behaviors within yourself, right? Take it as it resonates. But the full moon in Aries, you guys, it's a harvest moon, like I said, so it's full of abundance, right? Full moons in general are the accumulation of things. But harvest moon itself, we're in fall now or moving into fall. When you watch this, it will be fall. But yeah, Libra season is the fall equinox. So lots of abundance, lots of harvesting, all of the plants that you have or the seeds that you have planted earlier in springtime. Especially if you guys have been kind of seeing, I don't want to say stagnation, but maybe a lull in the momentum since springtime or summertime when it comes to certain goals or things that you have been trying to achieve. You now might see some momentum, right? This is a time of where passion is being ignited within you right now, right? Watch out for some impulsive behavior or outbursts, especially if you have undealt emotions, right? If you have anything repressed or, because Aries is very action oriented, very passionate, very fiery, but, use the power wisely, right? That, like I said, if there's things left unsaid or things that need to be addressed and they're being repressed, it might end up as an emotional outburst. So definitely put this, fiery energy into something useful, go for runs, walks, work out, lots of physical energy right now, because like I said, you need an outlet for this energy to go. So lots of physical activity at this moment. But like I said, a lot of wrapping things up. And we're going to start, you guys, with the Starseed Oracle. I don't use this one a lot. It's got you don't have to be a starseed, though, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I tend to use it for certain readings, but it's got very insightful things in these cards. So like I said, you don't have to be a starseed to get insight from these cards. So we're going to start with this, you guys. I'm going to see what spirit wants you to focus on for this full moon in Aries, maybe somewhere that you could put your energy. Maybe it's something about completion, about something that needs to be wrapped up or come to a completion, like I said. Just anything about this full moon in Aries. All right, so what do we have for Libra? For Libra, for this full moon in Aries spirit, what do we have for Libra? Sorry if you guys hear a bunch of noise outside. I have the window open because it feels nice, but there's a lot going on. All right. So right away, I'm feeling very Four of Pentacles energy because you guys got loosen your grip. Loosen your grip. Okay, here we go again with the brightness of this. Hold on, you guys. Hopefully that's better. Loosen your grip. Okay, and then let me read you what it says down here. It says coping mechanisms, density, addiction, and let God in. Was I calling you guys Aries at the beginning of this? I don't know if I was. Also, happy birthday, you guys. I don't know. I honestly, gosh, I'm almost about to pause this video and start it over again, because I'm not even sure if I called you guys Aries at the beginning. I hope I said Libra. You could be dealing with an Aries, or like something about here is like giving me duality. You see these two people right here? And Aries is your sister sign. That's your polar opposite. But also, Libra, you guys are a sign of duality in general, just like, Gemini, it's the sign of balance, right? And with this, we see one pink dress and one blue dress. I don't want to stereotype the colors, but it's giving me like this feminine masculine type of energy. But this card itself, though, you guys, is about addiction and holding on too tightly to something, maybe a coping mechanism, like it's saying right here. This is talking about surrendering, you guys, letting God in, surrendering. So let me read this from the book. All right. So it says, we're cyclic beings. Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day with the coming and going of the tides and the seasons. Yes, you guys, like I was just talking about, we're moving into fall. This is the fall equinox now. You guys being Libras, you start off this fall equinox, right? So you guys are all about the seasons changing. And I know that every sign is, either, how am I trying to say this? There's always a sign that kicks off another season, right? But you guys are kicking off fall, which is, like I said, fall equinox, harvesting, abundance, right? Spirit's kind of bombarding me with messages right now, so I'm kind of all over the place. Sorry, guys. But let's continue. It says, if you're clinging to anything, you're resisting the natural flow of who you are. The things we cling to are so often those we most need to let go of. The food, the substances, the relationship, the job, the people pleasing. Yeah, you guys, and we saw that. We saw the devil twice. Twice, you guys. Definitely. And like I said, with the judgment card, I was getting this energy of divine intervention. And right here it says, let God in, you guys. Let go and let God, regardless of what you believe in, let spirit come in and help you. Let there be a divine intervention, or spirits, telling you, especially with how these girls are falling, there may be a situation like a tower moment where spirit comes in to intervene in that way. But you have to remember, it's all for a reason, you guys. It's all for a reason. If something's being snatched away from you and you're clinging so hard to it and it's just being ripped from your reality, you have to let it go. You have to let it go. It's being ripped away from you for a reason, right? And if it's meant to be, it'll come back. But you can't energetically chase after things like that, And I am so guilty of that. I get it. Like, you wouldn't even believe. So there's no judgment here, you guys. Trust me, especially with things like that. The things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable space, the part we're most afraid to leave empty, the part we guard and don't let grace into. But by keeping that space covered with something that doesn't serve us, or clinging to it for fear of not staying on its own accord, we prevent ourselves from receiving the things that will. A Course in Miracles tells us, whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. And the Buddha said, you can only lose what you cling to. Indeed, both are true. If this card appears, you're being called to find the courage to loosen your grip and give up control, to release your coping mechanisms and leave space for grace and God to enter, to surrender all that feels dense to the divine. Loosening your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It may, or it might stay, but you can be sure that what is for you will find you, and you'll breathe easier knowing that you've shifted from relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. Libra. Oh my gosh, it is time to surrender. And the Starseed Soul Inquiry at the bottom says, what are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? Ooh, you guys, I'm getting such chills. So whether you guys are dealing with actual addiction, or addiction to a person, sorry, I was just receiving a message from a Gemini. Maybe you're dealing with a Gemini. You guys, it's important to release how do I put this? I don't want to say the need for controlling the outcome, but it is kind of that. There's a need to release here your control of a desired outcome, whether that be this alcohol will help me mask this, and the desired outcome is that I don't have to face these emotions anymore, or I want this person so bad that I'll do whatever it takes, even if that means clinging to them when they're trying to leave, because I'm so attached to the desired outcome of being with that person. Or maybe you want love so bad and you think that it's going to be with that person, but does that make sense? Like, there's something about surrendering here, surrendering. And with this being about, you know, codependency, and I mean, it didn't say codependency. This is about addiction and coping mechanisms. For a lot of you guys, I'm picking it up as codependency in a relationship. It doesn't have to be, it's just something toxic. Your coping mechanism could be being in a relationship, right? Because you fear being alone, right? It may not even be about that person or the addiction, the codependency to that person. It's like addiction to the relationship. So it's going to be different for everyone. Let's go ahead and ask the tarot and see what we get. I was seeing a lot of pentacles, so maybe it has something to do with your self-worth here, or something to do with your career. I don't know. I feel like it's deeper than that, though, with it talking about addiction and coping mechanisms. So what do we have for Libra? What do we have for Libra? Please and thank you, Spirit. Thank you. First card out, we have Seven of Cups in the reverse. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Seeing things clearly, you guys. And this card literally, it doesn't say it on this deck. If it comes out in my other tarot deck, it's just double confirmation. But in the other deck, it literally says sobriety and reality and seeing things clearly. So a lot of you guys, this is about sobriety. And it's so funny because the Gemini that texted me, I'm not going to obviously throw them under the bus, but they deal with, you know, alcoholism or, drinking a lot. So that's just double. And it's so, you guys, it's so funny. She literally said, she's not going to watch this. So I'm not throwing her under the bus. She wouldn't even care anyways. But she literally said, asked me a question about what I texted her the other day and said, I was a little tipsy when you texted me. Sorry. For some of you guys, this is about alcohol. But I love to see this, you guys. I love to see this. This is about like seeing things clearly, no longer being in that delusional, not that you're delusional, but that disillusionment state of mind, which alcohol or drugs or any type of coping mechanism or vice like that can do that, right? Wow. And it may not even be that deep, you guys. It could be something as like simple as reality TV that you're addicted to, right? I don't know. Take it as it resonates. What else? What else for Libra? Wow. Libra. I just want to say, if that's something that you're dealing with, alcoholism or drug addiction, any type of addiction, I don't even, fuck it, any type of addiction. First of all, you guys are so strong, okay? So strong. That shit, and I've seen it, I've never dealt with addictions of that sort, but I do have, I smoke weed and it is a vice, I will admit that, but I never dealt with that type of like can't change, can't move my way out of it. Anyways, you guys, I'm speechless. I'm speechless right now because these two cards, I mean, if you could see the way that they flew out, they slapped themselves down so hard on the table together at the same time. Six of Wands with the Justice card. That's you, Libra. Six of Wands, that's accomplishment. That's achievement. That's victory. And that's recognition for your victory, you guys. Are you serious? Gosh, I'm just so, and after seeing, I mean, I don't even need to go any further with the reading, really. Seeing things clearly now, after a time of being not sober, regardless of whatever the addiction was here. It could just be a sober mind, right? Like as far as like a sober, like maybe you weren't seeing things clearly. Maybe it wasn't like something you were physically taking into your body, but mentally or emotionally. It's going to be different for everyone. But this is success. This is seeing things clearly after you weren't seeing them clearly, and winning, achieving success, things coming into balance. Wow. Especially after a time of a lot of sleepless nights, you guys. Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Sleepless nights, stress, anxiety. Am I going to beat this? Can I beat this? Can I be well and okay without this? Whatever it is, whether it's a person or a substance or a way of thinking, right? Or a way of being. Like I said, could be like watching reality TV show. Um, you guys, wow. This is absolutely beautiful. This full moon is going to bring a lot of closure if you guys put in the work. If you guys put in the work, if you're like, that's it, I'm done. I've had it with myself. I need to loosen my grip. I need to stop these coping mechanisms. I need to let go of this addiction. You have to trust the universe, though, Libra. There's a strong energy of surrendering to the universe, to spirit, to God, whatever it is you believe in, to help you get through this. Yeah, look at bottom of the deck. Here you guys are. Four of Swords, though, in the reverse. Now, this could mean two different things. Whatever this addiction is or these coping mechanisms, they could lead to health issues, you guys. You could end up in the hospital or bedridden or something like that. But it could also mean, finding the mental strength and awakening, rejoining the world and coming out of isolation after a time of maybe having to do like rehab or, having to cleanse yourself from all this. Oh man, this is deep. This is deep. Now, if you guys aren't dealing, like I said, you're not dealing with any substance abuse or alcoholism like that, you know what your vices are, you know what your coping mechanisms are. Maybe it's coffee, maybe it's weed like me, where it's not that extreme, because I don't consider weed to be like, you know, I don't know. I'm sure people can be addicted to weed. Like I said, it's a big vice for me, and I do have to catch myself and cut back and take tolerance breaks. But um, where was I going with this? If it's not like anything substance wise, you guys still, whatever it is, if it's coping, whatever. I mean, people's coping mechanisms are like, for example, sorry, I'm all over the place, you guys. For example, if you're addicted to coffee and someone's like, it's just coffee, stop drinking it. Like, that's just like telling someone to stop smoking cigarettes. Like, people get addicted to what they get addicted to. There's certain things that make people feel good, and that's just it. It's like, I don't know, I'm not in everyone's brains, we're not in everyone's brains, and everything's different for everyone, right? And like I said, for some people it could even be relationships. So, you know to look at somebody and to judge, I'm not about that. I'm not about that. Where you fall short of disciplining yourself with certain things, certain vices, certain addictions, right? Don't let anyone, make you feel bad for not being able to control that. I don't know why I'm picking that up. If people have been making you feel bad, or if you're embarrassed about it, don't be. There's no room here for that. There's only room for growth, Libra. And spirit will only support your growth here. Don't feel sorry for yourself. I don't know who needed to hear that. And I hope that didn't sound too harsh. Spirit just was, pushing out. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Don't feel bad for yourself. They got you. Let's clarify the Six of Wands here. Or actually, let's clarify the Seven of Cups in the reverse. What was it that was keeping Libra not seeing things clearly? Page of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. This is hasty, gullible, impatient, lack of energy, lack of ideas, lack of creativity, a lot of lack of ambition, goals, and plans. So whatever it was that you were addicted to, it could have been keeping you in this really stuck energy, really lack of, like it says, lacking energy, lacking ambition, lacking goals and plans. Yeah. King of Swords in the reverse. That's you guys right there. More lack of structure, lack of routine, your intelligence used in a bad way, someone who is irrational and illogical. Yeah, you guys were all out of balance with whatever it is that had control over you here. Lacking a lot, lacking, like, you probably don't even know who you are anymore for some of you guys. What else for the Seven of Cups in the reverse for Libra? Yeah, wow, Strength card in the reverse, you guys. Not good here, not good. You were going through it, feeling very vulnerable, having a lot of self-doubt, feeling very weak. Your self-esteem was dropping, lack of confidence, feeling inadequate. And here at the bottom of the deck, we have Three of Cups in the reverse. It could have made you feel very distant from your friends. People could have been talking a lot of crap on you here. Which maybe that's why I was picking up, like, who cares what people are saying? If you want to get clean, get clean. If you want to rid yourself of the toxic things in your life, you have every right to. And these people, especially when you get public recognition for these things, it's so funny. I just watched a reading and some girl was talking about this. She was talking about alcoholism. When she started getting clean and sober, she had a lot of haters. She had a lot of haters, people that are like, oh, you think you're better than me? Like, I don't know what the fuck, what is that, you guys? But don't worry about that. Do not pay that any mind. That's their own problem. That's something that they need to deal with in their life. If you want to get better and you want to grow and you want to evolve, you're not doing it out of some, holier than thou self-righteous way. You've been through a lot here. You've been through a lot and you deserve to live a happier life, Libra. Yeah, there's a lot of repressed emotions here. I just saw the Ace of Cups in the reverse. A lot of repressed feelings here. I think I might just leave that right here, Libra. I mean, I don't really need to clarify the Six of Wands and the Justice card. That's just confirmation that you will succeed. You will get past this. Things will balance out. You will get your karma back, or your good karma, because I do see that you deserve some good karma here. This situation, this addiction, these coping mechanisms could be something that was karmic. Obviously, we decide our fate when we come into this world, right? Oh. But this full moon in Aries, you guys, it's bringing a lot of closure, or the ability for you to close out this cycle when it comes to these addictions or these toxic things in your life, or people, whatever it is, right? Take it as it resonates. Let's see. Now, you could have been dealing with another air sign with that King of Swords in the reverse. I did see it twice, both times in the reverse, or that could just be you guys, feeling like out of your power, right? You don't have your power like you used to. But like I said, you guys, I'm going to leave that here because I do think that things are going to work out for you. You will see things clearly. I think that journey will be different for all of you guys, but this full moon brings that opportunity to close this out. I'm going to end this with a spiritual AF card just for some advice. So what do we have for Libra? What do we have for Libra, please and thank you? Thank you, Spirit. You guys got accept the good in your life and know you're a fucking delight. You are a delight, Libra. It says once you notice the good shit going on in your life, more good shit starts happening. It's like a magnet or a dung beetle. Fun fact, once a dung beetle gets a little nub of poop, he runs around with it and more poop sticks to it and it grows and grows. Goodness is like that. That's disgusting, but yeah. Very strong message of attitude of gratitude here. Don't get caught up on what people are saying about you, Libra. Don't get caught up on where you have been and what you have gone through and all the bad. Don't get stuck reminiscing on wow, how did I get here? This is shitty. Don't do that. The more you start focusing on the good, the more it builds, like a snowball effect, right? Wow, you guys. Okay, so those were your messages, Libra. I hope they resonated. If they did, give this video a like, comment. I'd love to hear from you guys and how it resonates. If you want to support me in other ways, you can tip me. You can donate to the channel. All the information for that is down below, you guys. But I'm sending you guys lots of love and light as always. Take care.